Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm gonna show you how you can make 2K thumbnails. This is a part 3 to a series that I started last year, and now it's 2K22 and changed my style up a little bit. So I'm gonna show y'all how I was making my thumbnails for 2K21, and yeah, let's go. Okay, quick disclaimer, this video will not be extremely in-depth. I have gone in-depth in my first 2 tutorials, and this one I'm just gonna quickly run over how to do the style. So if this is your first time ever trying to make thumbnails, you can learn from this, but I highly recommend you to watch my first one. It's really long, but in the first, I don't know, like 5 something minutes or so, I gave a lot of good information about the controls and just stuff you need to know to make your thumbnails look good. So yeah, I'm not gonna be telling you any of that in this type of video. Okay, so now moving on to actually getting into this video. Your canvas, you need 1920 by 1080. This is the resolution for a high quality thumbnail, and yeah, the resolution 300 also right there. And background content, you got to keep that transparent, and then you're just gonna create, but I already got mine here, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, now that we have that done, we are looking at a blank canvas. So all you're gonna want to do from here is get you a background screenshot and a cutout. Now in the description, I'm gonna link you guys to a pack that has a bunch of backgrounds. It's 2K21, so it's kind of outdated, but most of the stuff is still gonna be useful. But you can basically go on Google Images, you can find any type of 2K22 city or cruise ship background or anything, so that can work too. So you see here I have the 2K22 cruise ship and then a cutout of LeBron. And I am not going to show you guys how to cut anything out, because yet again, I've explained that in my first tutorial with the polygonal lasso tool. My second tutorial, I've explained it with the pen tool, and I made a whole video on how to get cutouts, how to get screenshots and then cut that out. So I recommend you to go watch that video. I'm gonna put that up on the screen right now and in the description. So yeah, but anyways, this cutout isn't perfect. If you can see, there's a little bit of clipping right here, and this right here isn't perfectly cut out, or this ear, but that doesn't really matter. The only reason is because I used the quick selection tool, which isn't recommended, but I was just trying to go quick, so I cut it out with that. And once you put the glow and effects over it with the layer styles, it doesn't really look that bad. So yeah, you can just do that if you want to. So now the first thing we're going to do here is separate the background. You see how in this I have 2 color tones. I got the purple going on right here, and I got the yellow on the other side. So all you're going to want to do that is, in the pack I'm going to link you in the description, you're going to want to go to it. Hold on, just gotta find it real quick. All right, and then from here you're gonna want to go to effects and then brushes, and I don't know which one I use. I think I use this one. You can use any brush, it won't matter, they're both gonna work the same. And then I'm just gonna flip that vertically and then make that bigger so you can see it almost make a separating effect between the 2 sides. And now all you're gonna do is go over here, right click on this layer and then rasterize layer, and then pull out your brush tool by pressing B or clicking right here in the toolbar. And then you're going to want to maximize the hardness and just go over it like that on one side. So now you've created just one black side, one empty side. What you're going to want to do with that is drag that under this layer. I should have done that first. And duplicate your background layer by pressing Ctrl J. Put this layer right above the brush, and then you want to hold Alt and then click in between the layers so you can clip this onto here. And then I'm going to select my background layer, Ctrl U to change the hue and saturation, and you're going to want to click on this checkbox right here. This is colorize, and you're going to want to put the saturation all the way up. And now you can change the color to whatever you want. I'm going to change it to this yellow right here so it can kind of match the Lakers yellow, as you can see right there. And then on this background layer that is clipped onto the brush, We're going to want to pull up the hue and saturation by pressing Ctrl U once again, and colorize, saturation, bump that up. And then now I'm going to do purple so I could make it as if it's the Lakers purple. It's got a little bit of darker color to that. And yeah, so now we have the two-tone background, and moving on to the next step. Okay, so I'm not sure if the beginning of the video is a little bit laggy. My bad if it was. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look back at the footage. But anyways, all you're gonna want to do now is add a halftone dot effect to the background. So by doing that, you're gonna go over here to File, Place Embedded, and then by going into the pack that I linked in the description, you are going to go over to Effects and then Halftone Dots, and then you're gonna add this right here and check. Okay, so what this is gonna do, you might say, oh, where the heck did the background go? Don't worry about it. All you gotta do is go over here to the blending options, and then you're going to change this from normal to color burn. That's what I do on all of my thumbnails. It looks really good, and just keep it there. That makes the background pop, you know. All right, now to add a layer style effect to LeBron, all you're gonna want to do, right click on your cutout and then go to blending options, and then I already have a pre-made style, so I'm just gonna show you guys basically what's in it. I got an inner shadow, you can copy this. I got an inner glow, I need to change this color to purple. Yeah, purple. And then outer glow, make that purple as well. You can copy these settings. As you can see, I have them up right here. Do whatever you want. Click OK. And then now this is extra, but I just didn't want to make it bigger. So let me teach y'all something real quick. You can right click right here on the effects and then go to create layers, and then you can edit the layer style effects individually. So I don't want this purple going up right here on the bottom, so I'm gonna go to the inner glow, get out my eraser, make that bigger, put the hardness down, and then I'm just gonna go over that purple because I don't want that showing up in my thumbnail. And yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now all I gotta do is add some more glow to this. Come on, let's make it look even better. So let's go back up to File, Place Embedded, and then we're gonna go back to Effects, and here we're gonna click on Explosion. Now I use two of these. I use this one right here and the blue effect. So first I'm gonna put this one right here. This one used to be really overused in like the beginning of 21, I think. Yeah, beginning of 21. This was really overused. So most of your like favorite designers, like best 2K designers or whatever, they stopped using it because it was overused. But yeah, I'm just gonna change the hue to match it. So let's make it more purple like that, and then we're gonna add this one right here. Now this one I'm gonna have to fix it up a little bit. I can't just leave it like this with the black in the background. So just like we did with the halftone dots, we're gonna change the blend mode from normal, but this time let's make it something different. I think, yeah, let's do screen. So basically all that screen does is it eliminates the black. So yeah, I'm gonna change the hue. This is something that looks a bit more purple, like so. And there we go. Now we got some effects in the background going. Let me change the positioning of this a little bit so you can see a bit better. Yeah, I like that. All right, so yeah, now onto the text. One more thing I forgot to say. Go back over here to Place Embedded. Go to your effects. Put swirl effects. I don't know if yours is in the same position, but this thing right here works. It helps. It does make it look better. I'm just gonna clip this on to the purple background right here using Alt and then clicking in between. And I'm gonna go back to the blend mode. And I'm not sure which blend mode it is to make this look good. I'm just gonna find it real quick and then show y'all. All right, soft light. Yeah, let's do soft light. Okay. So yeah, add the swirl effects. It helps as well to make it look much better. And okay, now let's get on to the text. All right, first thing we gotta do with our text, we gotta add some more brushes. So So we're gonna go back over here, place embedded brushes. Okay, I think I'm gonna add brush 2 instead for this one, and then I'm just going to place it right here, and then I'm gonna duplicate it 2 times because I'm gonna have a sort of layering effect. So in the middle, I'm gonna make it a bit smaller, and then the one all the way to the bottom is going to be the same size. Yeah, something like that. So you can kind of see it how I did it right here. It's not really that apparent, but it does give it that little oomph, you know what I'm saying, that it needs. So now I'm gonna add the 2K22 logo onto it. I have this in one of my own packs that it's not really a pack, it's just a bunch of PNGs. And where is it? Don't mind that brain fart. Okay. So all I gotta do is put that up there, and I don't like this little, like, you see how the red's kind of dark? I don't like that, so I'm just gonna go over here to filter, go to my camera raw filter, and then I'm just gonna bump up the saturation on this thing so that red doesn't pop up so dark like that, and then click OK. You guys might not have to do this, I don't know, but yeah, put my NBA 2K22 up there, and then for my text, you're gonna click out your text tool by pressing T on your keyboard or clicking over here on the toolbar, and then you're just gonna type out whatever you need. So for this build name, I'm just gonna say, what's LeBron? Playmaking slasher. So just gonna type it out, playmaking. And then for the font, what font did I use here? Let me check real quick. Okay, that's Evogria. So y'all can download Evogria font. I'll put it up on the screen how it's spelled. And I'm just going to go over here, change the font to Evogria, change this to italic, and then you can't see it right now because it's black. It's the same color as the brush. So I'm gonna right click on it, go to blending options, and then I'm going to add a layer style, and I'll put the pack that has these layer styles in the description too. I'll be generous. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this, adjust the stroke a little bit. I don't want that. There we go. Okay, how does this one look? Okay, yeah, it's looking pretty similar. So I'm just gonna put this over the LeBron layer, and then make that a little smaller. Put this in between. All right. Now, a big mistake a lot of people do. I'm just gonna stall a little bit right here. Don't misspell your text, please. You're gonna get clowned for it. It's gonna save, or yeah, it will save you a lot of time with having to redo it and stuff like that. And obviously, I hope that you don't want all that. So yeah, you can just see me right here. I'm kind of just playing around with the text, adjusting it, adding a shadow to the bottom of it. And you can do this too, you know, just add the little drop shadow, and then you can see it right here. Instead of just having this block, you can have this realistic type shadow coming behind the text. And yeah, now I'm gonna add the slasher layer. Make these 2 different layers. You don't want them to be the exact same layer. So all right, let's see if I actually spelled that right. I can't see with the black. Okay, yeah, I spelled it right. And then I'm gonna make this purple. Yeah, I'll make this purple, but I like this layer style, so I'm basically just gonna take this and then adjust the colors. So let me make this smaller. Okay, now let's just adjust the colors real quick. So this, move it up here, make it purple. Inner shadow is white. Okay, yeah, I don't gotta touch that. Color overlay is also white, don't gotta touch that. Now here's where I gotta touch it with the gradient overlay. And if you don't know how I'm doing this, you just double click on this, and then you can double click here individually to change the colors. Sorry, I didn't explain that before, but yeah, I'm just gonna make all these purple. Basically change the colors up a little bit because you kind of want some contrast in there as well. And yeah, there we go. Actually, I'm gonna make this a little more purple, don't I? A little darker. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just go with that. And then we're gonna go over here to drop. my bad. We're gonna go over here to the drop shadow, make that purple as well. It's like a dark purple, and there we go. Now this looks perfect. Gonna place this right here. And the text that I use for the bottom, I'm kind of reluctant to share this because I kind of just found it out, but whatever, y'all can have it. Gonna go over up here, and it is called hijinks, so I'll link that in the description as well. Make this a little bit bigger, and then bring it up. Oh yeah, my fault for not telling y'all this. Press Ctrl T to maximize and edit. It's called the free transform. So yeah, do that. And okay, so I think that the text is looking pretty good. We got our background, we got our cutout, we have everything. Now what I think that this is missing is, I think that this background is a little bit too bright. So I'm gonna go to my Control U and then bring the darkness down a little bit while bringing the saturation up. There we go. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing with the purple. Now basically what I'm just doing right now is I'm touching it up before I do my actual final touches. So yeah, you're just gonna wanna play around with it just like I'm doing right now. And yeah, so now I think that looks much better. And let me center this text off a little bit. So let me just select all of these and then select the actual text. I'm doing this by control clicking on all the layers so I can select them all at once. And yeah, oh, I forgot the NBA 2K22 logo. There's that. I think that's right here. Okay, so let's make that a little bit bigger, center it a little bit, and there we go. Now I'm thinking that this is looking dang near perfect. So up here, I'm gonna make a new layer. Gonna click B, pull our brush tool out, put the hardness on 0, keep this black, and then I'm gonna click on this point right here, and then shift click actually to the bottom. And basically I'm just adding like a vignette type of effect, but I'm doing it myself because I don't like the way that it comes out when you do it using the tool in Camera Raw. So yeah, just gonna add that black around it. I'm pretty sure I've done this in my first and second tutorial. Actually, maybe not first tutorial, but most definitely the second tutorial. And yeah, so now all I gotta do, click on slasher to our last layer, which is our background, and then we're gonna click Ctrl J to duplicate, and then Ctrl E to merge. And I'm pretty sure I shift clicked all the way to the bottom. So yet again, I can select everything actually. And I'm going to pull out my marquee tool, but is that what's called? Hello? Hold up. Okay, yeah, I was correct. It is called the marquee tool. So you're just gonna pull that out by pressing M, and then we're going to select from the top left corner to the bottom right corner, and then Ctrl J to duplicate it. So basically all that did was it got rid of all of the background contents that this contains. So when we go into Camera Raw, you can basically just edit it a lot easier. It's just a visual thing, just like help with your mind and stuff like that. But yeah, so basically you're gonna play around with these sliders until everything was good. So I'm just gonna bump up the contrast, bump up the highlights, bump the shadow. Oh, there we go. Bump up the whites, bump up the blacks. Well, technically taking it down. Put the texture up. Clarity is essential. Texture and clarity are like essential. And then the saturation, yet again, essential. So yeah, now I got everything. This is your thumbnail. You can add anything you want to it after this. It's all up to you. Yet again, this wasn't an in-depth tutorial. It was just kind of a tutorial to show you off how my old style was. And whenever I switch styles, I'm basically gonna make a tutorial every single time. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for any more tutorials that might come in the future. But anyways guys, thank you so much for sitting through this video and showing me some support and learning something through it. And anyways, drop a like if you like this video. sub up. I'd really appreciate it. Comment down what you want to see for my next videos. I'm gonna be dropping a couple more mixtapes. I'm dropping a 2K20 video when the servers go down, and besides that, I'm pretty much just gonna upload some mixtapes. I'm not really liking 2K. I'm grinding COD, playing that, trying to get into the community for designing. So yeah guys, my channel, I don't really know what I want to do with it from here. Like, I still love y'all dribblers, you know what I'm saying, but the game's boring, bro. The game is boring as heck. I don't like playing it, and I'm gonna try to make content on it still. Doesn't mean I'm gonna play it a lot. There's no guarantee. I just deleted it, to be honest. I'm gonna re-download it though, don't worry, but I don't have to re-download for like another month because I have a bunch of videos stacked up. But yeah, y'all go follow me on Twitter at DJ Conceptions if y'all want to buy any work, or just DM me to talk to me, whatever. I'm down. I don't care. I love y'all. Goodbye.